Hi folks, it's Brent Downing with the Downing Group at Century 21. Hey, welcome back. This week we're going to talk about the basics of real estate agency and how that works. Hi, good afternoon. I'm Brent Downing with Downing Group at Century 21. Hey, it seems like there's a lot of confusion out there about how real estate agency works. Like, who does my agents represent? How do they get paid and all that? So I thought I'd clear that up this week for all of you watching. So basically, real estate agents out there are required to have a license by the state, okay? And then they have to disclose who they represent. So like if I come list your house, my job will be to represent you in your best interest at all times. Same thing if I'm helping you buy a house. Okay, we at the Downing Group take great pride in how we represent our clients' best interest first, and you can see that through our reviews on Zillow.com or places like that. Our past clients love us because we put you first. But some people don't think they need an agent, and that's a super rare case where you wouldn't. Think of it this way. I mean, back in the 90s, and I know this is going to date me, but you can tell I'm old anyway. Back in the 90s, day trading was a big deal, okay? Buying and selling stocks yourself online. I dabbled in it, thought I was an expert there for a while and made some money and then ended up losing it all anyway. So, I learned real quick that I need experts to help me with stuff like that. So I give my money to a financial planner and stockbroker and let them handle it. Just say, hey, make me as much as you can. Same thing with real estate agent. You're looking at doing the biggest financial transaction of your life, probably for most of us. And why would you not want an expert, a pro, to help you with that? So basics are you have agents representing both sides, the buyer and the seller side. The seller, how we get paid is basically, the seller agrees to pay their company that's representing them a commission when the house sells. And then that commission, half of that usually is offered to the buyer agent's company if they bring them a buyer. Now we represent the buyer in their best interest when we are the buyer agent, but that's basically it. And as a buyer, if you don't have an agent, you're basically not using the free service that you have and should. I've seen so many people, especially sellers, they call me and say, hey, would you come list our house for sale, Brent? Sure. I go over there and it's like, oh my God, they're next to a railroad track, or there's some huge issue with their house. And I'm like thinking, what agent sold you this house? Turns out they didn't use an agent. So, a good agent on the buy side is going to make sure they're looking out for you in terms of resale and is this thing worth it, giving you the names of the toughest home inspectors and so on to make sure there's no issues after close. And on the seller side, there's people that don't think they need an agent to sell their house. That's a whole nother topic. But selling your house by yourself can be a real pain. It's cumbersome, time consuming, and you don't get near as much exposure as you will with at least using the Downing Group to list your house. So that brings in more offers, more traffic, and a quicker sale usually. So those are some examples of what happens when you don't use an agent and why you should. If you have any questions about any of that, feel free to call us at the Downing Group or email us, like our Facebook page, and we'll be happy to help.